Nigeria terrorist army are not doing well. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafra, I bring you another massive Wotowoto. I don't know if I should say Biafra gallant men are in a face-off with Tèrrøríst. And the Biafra Prime Minister Moses Simon posted this very video. If you hear the sound of the gun, if you hear the sound of shooting going on, you ask yourself, where is this war going on? In Biafraland. Nigeria terrorist army are bringing silent war to Biafraland and they are hiding it. Well, Biafrans, I'll bring you this very update. Though it's not much, Biafra Prime Minister just posted some videos and things that happened before he took over. How people were running out of their villages like Benue State. How Nigeria army was invading Biafraland, parading and gallivanting around Biafraland, putting fear in our people. Biafra Prime Minister posted all these updates. We are fighting to exit a country that drive joy in terrorizing the masses, that drive joy in sponsoring terrorism against the masses. Enough is enough. Nigeria army cannot continue killing us in our land or coming to Biafraland to terrorize Biafraland. Take a look at this very picture. Take a look at this picture of Nigeria police in Southeast holding their gun ready to shoot. You ask yourself, is there anything going on? The terrorists or bandits terrorizing the north, sacking people from the communities, are they in Southeast? The answer is no. So why are they in Southeast? What exactly are they doing in Southeast? What is that they lost in Southeast that they are looking for? These people are not in the north. They're always in Southeast. You ask yourself, why? We have a government now speaking and defending the people. Unlike before, that was only those flare fools that were given vote of no confidence in the name of Southeast politicians that do not care about the people. We were being killed. Biafraland was being bombarded by Nigeria terrorist army and air force. Biafrans were being killed and terrorized by Nigeria army and police air force. Properties were being set ablaze, and those flare fools never said anything. Now we have a government. Nigeria army can no longer terrorize Biafrans and go unchallenged. 247. Just that they did not ask. They didn't ask. How is Southeast? Southeast is no longer that Southeast. They terrorize before and go unchallenged. Now, here na 247. They carry them in body bags. Our people will only see them coming, but they will not see those terrorists going. Biafra gallant men are doing a very fantastic job. This one, Operation Resist and Neutralize the Nigeria army terrorists that come to kill Biafrans. God bless and protect our formidable defense forces in all fronts. They will decisively neutralize all the terrorists in uniform that are in Biafraland to kidnap and kill Biafrans. Look at where Nigeria is spending their money. Their citizens are hungry. They are spending money to fight Biafra Liberation Army, and they are meeting their end. They are crying over shortage of soldiers. They even plan to recall the resigned ones, those that are retired. They did not retire because they are tired. They are retired because they have found out that the so-called army is nothing but a terrorist. Those that still have little conscience in them, they retired before the time of their retirement. They retired because they still have a little conscience in them. They found out that the Nigerian army is not the Nigerian army. They joined. It's now a terrorist organization, because you cannot reintegrate a terrorist that drive joy in killing and the bombing, blowing people up into the army. Who are they going to defend? Who are they going to protect? So they are crying over shortage of soldiers. The unrepentant Boko Harams, they have been reintegrating into the army, deploying them to Southeast, have been meeting their end. So they plan, Nigeria terrorist army or organization called army, those terrorist organization called army want to recall the retired ones. And the more they come to Southeast, they meet their end. You ask yourself, like the one that was captured, you are a retired colonel. What exactly, or corporal, a retired corporal. What exactly were you doing in Southeast Bush with AK-47 and uniform? Since you are a retired corporal, that is what they tagged him. Now they want to recall those that have retired because they no longer have soldiers. That's why Biafra Prime Minister asked them. They have all made their end in Biafraland, and they will continue until they are all flushed out of all Biafra territories. Unity is not by force. Biafra gallant men did not volunteer to be joking around with these terrorists coming to terrorize Biafraland or to kill Biafra mothers and children. They have done enough in Biafra. Nigeria terrorist army have done enough in Biafraland. And we are saying enough is enough. Since they cannot go to the north or roll out equipment, the way they are rolling out equipment to come to southeast, to go to the north and put a stop to the terrorism going on in the north, put a stop to the sacking of people from their communities and villages. They're always coming to southeast. You hear them talking about IDP and how many millions of people are in IDP. You ask them, what displaced these people? Why are they in IDP camp? Who are those terrorizing them? Who are those sacking them from their communities? Food soldiers that Nigeria terrorist state imported from other African countries to terrorize indigenous people of Biafra, to subdue us and take over our land. And do you know the funny part? Chukwu Okike Abiama is on our side. The funny part is that they didn't know that their evil plans will backfire when they were importing those food soldiers. We all saw the video, how they opened border, they were trooping in. And they promised them a particular place if once they help them subdue Igbos in their land. And their foot soldiers were surrounding our bushes and our forests. They were camping, waiting for the order until they were flushed out. Now, those foot soldiers are wreaking havoc in the north, sacking people and relocating their own families in the communities they sack people from. So seeing that they did not succeed with the first plan, they decided to give them uniform, sending them to southeast. And do you know how Chukwu Okike Abiama have been defending Biafraland? Through Biafra gallant men. For those of you that have been insulting Biafra Prime Minister, those of you that have been insulting Biafra Prime Minister, calling him names, if not for Bridgie and Bridgie PM and our gallant men, do you need to ask what would have become the hope of the fate of Biafrans in Biafraland? Do you need to ask what would have become of Biafrans in Biafraland by now? Seeing the pictures, old pictures of Nigerian army invading Biafraland, roaming around Biafraland, looking for what is not looking for them. You will see Nigeria police holding their gun ready to shoot whoever they see. All those things happening in Biafraland before now no longer happen. They're even scared. Even to go to work, they wear mufti out of fear because the owners of the land are in charge. Bridgie is in charge, and Biafra Defense Forces are making sure that these terrorists have no place in Biafra land. Both their checkpoint, both their kidnapping, extortion point. Let me not call it checkpoint. Rather, kidnapping, extortion, and the killing point. A lot is going on in Biafra land that gallant men are putting a stop to. So, hearing the sound of this gun going off, you ask yourself, what is going on? Where is this war happening? They will tell you insecurity, but they will not tell you those causing the insecurity. You will hear them holding meeting all the time because of insecurity. Who are those causing insecurity in Southeast Nigeria terrorist army? Are they needed in Southeast? The answer is no. Have they been warned to leave Southeast? The answer is yes. Bridgie warned Nigeria terrorist army to leave Southeast, dismantle their killing and extortion kidnapping point. You are not needed in Southeast. Unity is not by force. We want nothing but total exit from that backward entity called Nigeria, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. So Biafra gallant men are dealing with Zoo terrorist army coming to kill Biafrans in Biafraland. It is happening. Live at video shopping in defense of Biafraland. The sound of freedom is very loud. Very, very loud. So Biafra Prime Minister said, my wonderful Biafrans across the globe, how is the internet and social media doing? I hope it's going. Biafra government. Okay. So Biafra gallant men are doing the needful to Zoo terrorists coming to kill Biafrans in Biafraland. They cried out over shortage of soldiers. You ask them what happened to their soldiers. Those that have been coming to Biafraland to kill Biafrans are meeting their end, and they will continue to meet their end until they are all flushed out of Biafraland, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. So the earlier they realize this, the better for them. There is no way Nigeria terrorist army can defeat a volunteer army. There is nowhere in history here that a volunteer army was defeated. And Nigeria terrorist army cannot win this very war. See this war they're bringing to Southeast, they cannot win it. See this very silent war they're bringing to silent war they're bringing to Biafraland, hiding it from the world. We are here putting the whole world on notice, and they cannot deny not knowing the plight of Biafrans, the atrocities and the genocide against Biafrans by Nigeria terrorist army and Nigeria terrorist state. They cannot deny it. We have all the evidence of these atrocities, and right now we are defending our land, resisting those coming to kill us in our own land, and we are not hiding the defense of Biafraland. For those of you that always say, oh, you don't need to say this, oh, you don't need to make this public, we are not hiding anything. It's only when you hide it, they will use it against you. But once you make it public, let the whole world know what you are doing. And that is how transparent this very government is. Biafra government is not hiding anything from the world. We are making it clear to the world that we are defending our land. I know some of you want us to hide it so that it will be used against us. But we are smarter than you people. This very government is very, very ready and very, very coordinated. We are putting everything out so that they will know how ready we are to visit Dazu. It's only when you hide it, they will think, oh, these people are not ready. We are defending our land, resisting those coming to kill us in our land, to terrorize us. Putting a stop to the genocide of Nigeria terrorist army in Biafraland. Putting a stop to the kidnapping and the killing of Biafra mothers and children in Biafraland. Enough is enough. Nigeria army are not needed in Southeast. And that is it. We own Biafraland, and it's up to us to decide what happens and what doesn't happen in Biafraland. Not those few iflefus in Nigeria politics. We have given them vote of no confidence. So Biafra gallant men are in charge, and Bridgie is in control. So, dear friends, I will stop here. I just brought this very update because the sound of this thing is very massive. The enemies are falling. They are kissing the dust, and they will continue to do that until they are all flushed out of all Biafra territories. So don't forget to share. Take a look at the pictures of these criminals in Biafraland before now, and take a look at the pictures of people running out from their communities. This is Benue State. Take a look at the atrocities of Nigeria army, the reason we are resisting them. And I'll put the links. I'll put the links of the videos, the shooting videos, so that you go and listen to it, because YouTube will not allow it because of the gunshots in it. But you to know that a lot is going on. Biafra Prime Minister didn't want to post anything. He just posted the video for you people to see what is going on in Biafraland. You people don't really know what gallant men are fighting against in Biafraland. The reason we need to continue supporting them. And continue to put them in our prayers. So that is it, Biafrans. Wotowoto promos continue on Tèrrøríst killers in army uniform until they are all flushed out of Biafraland. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments in the comment section. More strength to gallant men, more victory in all fronts against the enemies. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect them. May the gods of Biafraland, our ancestors, guide and protect them, and always give them victory against the enemies. More strength to you, Biafra Prime Minister. Thank you all. Please tune in once you get notification, and make sure your notification bell is on. Thank you.